We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Mustangs will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
And the Buffaloes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So SMU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying to get the corner. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game is critical at this point in the season for both teams.
Been so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Salter. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Fires and picked off.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Welsh. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Pressure coming. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A little screen to the running back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll test the right side. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To throw, it's Jennings. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Looking for a crease. It's Harden. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another.
Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Fresh off its best season since the Pony Express era, Rhett Lashlee really had SMU humming, but they lost the ACC championship game, got beat in the playoff, and now to see how they'll respond.
Finish. That's been the thing that they've talked about all off season. They're going to try to carry into this year. Obviously, you take one game at a time. You've got to finish games. You've got to finish seasons. If they do that, David, they think they can have a very special season.
No doubt, and I think finding their guy last year in Kevin Jennings, he didn't start the season. In game 3, he entered. So now knowing he's your dude, all that promise, all that ability with Rhett Lashlee in this offense, they've got to continue to score a bunch of points and perform at a high level.
The Mustangs are on the move.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number, has confidence in himself, goes and gets the first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Power football with the run. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And this one is perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air, it's Salter. Makes the grab. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. The Buffaloes get enough to move the chains.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He's got it and still on his feet. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Brad behind the line. It's Welch. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Motion from the wideout. On the move. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Bucks! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
This drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Harden. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Catch in the middle, it's Brinson. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the opposite.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
To the air, it's Jennings. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They stripped it out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Using the quick game. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown Mustangs! And that one will give him the lead.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fair catch, called for and made. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger...
It's a seam wide open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all...
There he goes! All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Extra point here will tie the game. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the air, it's Jennings. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Going right to work up top. The offense coughs it up. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. The pitch. Got the first down and more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Buffaloes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw it, Salter. Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Colorado! They move on top here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Brinson. He's loose. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I'll tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me?
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got enough for the first. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to pass, it's Salter. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oregon. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Harden. Fights off a defender. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Looking left. And the timing just a hair off.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarter.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though
wide open spaces. Just steamrolling the defense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. Get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Maryland. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. They want to continue this long drive. Ninth play coming. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at him. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential again.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and